Guys, the world works in mysterious ways. I cannot even explain the timing of this post right after I just posted my last couple videos talking about the practicality and the way people train in martial arts. On Facebook, a friend of mine sent me a post from George Mattson. Now, if you don't know George Mattson, he is the founder of Wei Chi within America, okay? He's the main guy who brought Wei Chi from Okinawa, brought it over to the United States, and helped spread it everywhere. The man is highly respected throughout the world, through all of the karate community. He is a highly respected, not just a 10th degree, but like the head of one of the major associations for my system. So George Mattson just posted on his Facebook a part of an article written by Grandmaster Van Kenna. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. He's a ninth Dan Grandmaster who used to write on the Wei Chi forum page on weichidu.com. And so he would always be talking and writing articles about martial arts. And he posted an article here that I think is just the best timing ever, based on the last couple videos I put out where I was talking about how the training methods of a martial art can help take a martial art from what I called a secondary system, okay, to a core system, can take a martial art from being not as practical to extremely practical, all based on the training methods and how you're applying it, okay? And I know a couple people have messaged me not happy with what I've been saying, but it is very telling what this article is about to say. So I want you guys to look at it, okay? Now, like I said, the guy who wrote this, Van Kenna, was, I believe, a 9th degree black belt before he passed away around 2 years ago. Okay, rest in peace. And here, okay, he's talking about talking with a boxer, a former welterweight boxing trainer in Brooklyn, New York, and how he was watching us doing, our iron body conditioning in Wei Chi. So if you don't know what iron body conditioning is, in Wei Chi is where you stand there in the Sanshin position and your instructor comes up and kind of punches on you, okay? Now, I'm going to read what the boxer that is talking to Grandmaster Kana is saying, okay? It says, taking punches to the stomach will help develop instinctive moves that diffuse the impact of the punches. But just standing there, letting someone repeatedly throw punches at your gut won't do much good. Here is why. If you know exactly when something is going to smash into your gut, your stomach muscles will tense at exactly the right time. In a fight, however, your opponent will jab you in the stomach when you least expect it. And that's the experience you need to condition for. You are better off finding a real sparring partner, not a guy who just wails on your waistline for hours on end. Okay, and then it continues to go on. I believe Wei Chi is better than boxing, but only if you train like a boxer. Sad, we do not have the time and discipline. Worse, if we fool ourselves. Okay? Then we have Peyton Quinn, who is a lifelong martial artist and a martial art author, who continues to say, the intelligent karate man fears the boxer due to his boxing training method, i.e. the boxer is used to hitting people and being hit in the head and in the gut full force. Also, the boxing training method weeds out the dilettantes quickly, since these types give up boxing after the first day or so, if they ever show up at the gym in the first place. On the other hand, most karate people, highest dans included, study karate a lifetime and never really hit anybody or really get hit themselves with brain-rattling, body-chopping shots. They just play pretend, okay? And then they quote Bruce Lee, the best preparation for an event is the event itself. So, what does this mean? It is simply stating that training methods matter. Now, I don't want to make it sound like I'm hating on Sanshin conditioning. I actually think it's very valuable. And personally, I actually think that the boxer actually didn't express its full usage. There's a lot of use to Sanshin trained as it is. I might cover that in another video. So this is not me saying that Sanshin's not useful, are not a good training method. That's not the point of this video. But the point of this video is pointing out that even though I do believe it is a good training method, if you are not also training like combat actually would be applied in the real world, if you're not taking real shots, real kicks, moving against someone who is actually trying to attack you with non-prearranged techniques, if you are not, as I said, training with the methods of a boxer who is training against someone who is attacking him with non-prearranged techniques. If you're not willing to do this and take that real damage, you're not training to an equivalent level of what a boxer, a Muay Thai fighter, a judo guy, a wrestler, what those guys are doing, which is the entire point of my last video, where I talked about, or I guess it would be my last two videos, where I was talking about the different types of martial arts and the biggest myth in martial arts. Okay? So this article is pretty much saying the same thing. It's not that Weiqi as a system of techniques is lesser. It's that the training methods are not caught up with the training methods comparable to what combat sports is doing. Even if we're not doing a combat sport, we need to train in a similar method in order to compete with them on that same kind of level, even in a self-defense situation. Okay? The training methods matter. It is extremely important. I just find it amazing that he actually sent this to me, and not sent this to me, but the fact that he posted this on Facebook, I feel like he sent it to me directly, even though he didn't. And again, I really, really, really want to express that my past videos are not saying those martial arts don't work. It's just the training methods have a lot to be desired. They leave a lot to be desired. Also, I personally, this is a little bit of an ego talking, but I'm very happy that it's coming from someone from such a high rank, because I often feel like because I come off as younger, I'm actually probably older than I think some of you may think, but I come off as younger, and I feel like that shortens some of the respect that my opinions get. And I've actually been approached by people of much higher rank than me, some very positively. I had a very kind, very high-ranking black belt from Hawaii message me, but also some higher-ranking people who have pretty much said what I'm doing is crap, even though I highly disagree. And I love the fact that pretty much this article has George Mattson backing it, Van Canna backing it, who are both 10th and 9th degree, and then also Peyton Quinn, who I'm not actually sure what his rank is, but I know he's very well respected. He's an older gentleman, but he's been training since he was 14, and he's written multiple martial art books. So it's just good to have the validation, I guess you could say, of those higher ranking older gentlemen pretty much backing exactly what I was saying. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. So you guys could read it for yourselves. Understand I'm not the only person who recognizes that training methods are important. And this is something, as a community of martial artists, all traditional martial artists, we really should be focusing on. I know I focus a lot on karate because, again, I'm here in Okinawa and I'm a karate guy. But I hope as my channel grows, that this is going to be about all forms of martial arts, not just karate. And I hope that kind of practical training method is something we all take into account and we all grow to better martial arts as a whole, because that's what this is about at the end of the day. So yeah, I appreciate you all. See you next time. Peace.